If fat tissue in the abdominal area is not decreasing despite reduced food intake and regular physical activity, the cause is most often not calorie intake. In the most cases, during the sleep, you have the two major problems. One is going to be hormone that is called insulin. Second is going to be hormone that is called cortisol. There is hormonal mechanism that can completely block the fat burning during the night and encourage fat storage. This mechanism is connected to the blood sugar regulation, stress, and the liver function. In this video, I explain my protocol for my patient that targets exactly this mechanism. In the short, this means in today's video I'm going to explain you how the cortisol and insulin is the main contributor why you cannot make any kind of progress in the weight management, especially in the weight loss. And I'm going to give you my recommendation, one special plant that is going to solve most of those problems. Why the body stores fat? The body has several hormones that stimulate the breakdown of the fat deposits. Their activation begins with the diet and the movement, but the actual fat burning processes occur later during the sleep. However, the activity of those hormones can be almost completely stopped by the presence of two dominant hormones, cortisol and insulin. Cortisol is the hormone released during conditions of distress, but its role is broader than a physiological response. During the night elevation, cortisol acts as a powerful signal to conserve energy and store fat, especially in the abdominal area. Normal sleep consists in multiple phases, among which deep sleep, so-called delta sleep, is crucial for regeneration and the fat breakdown. During this phase, cortisol levels should be at minimum. If cortisol is elevated, the body remains in the states of alertness and does not enter metabolically favorable sleep phases. This means, in the short, when you are in the deep sleep, usually your insulin goes down, your cortisol goes down. In the most cases, when people try to lose weight, the cortisol and insulin don't work properly. The second key hormone is insulin. Insulin is the main regulator of the blood sugar, but at the same time it is fat storage hormone. Its presence prevents fat breakdown regardless of the activity of other hormones. Cortisol and the insulin often work together. Elevation cortisol stimulates glucose production even from the body-owned proteins and the muscles, which further raises insulin levels. This creates a closed loop that promotes weight gain and the blocked weight loss. So there is the two major problems. One is going to be insulin and one is going to be cortisol. Both of those hormones must go down just before the sleep, and that's why I'm going to recommend you my protocol. First one is going to be slow down or put down insulin just before the sleep. This is going to be something called Gymnema Sylvestre. The role of Gymnema Sylvestre in the blood sugar regulation and body weight is crucial. This is a plant with a long and well-documented history of use in Ayurvedic medicine, where it has traditionally been used for metabolic disorders, digestions, and the blood sugar regulation. It is considered a bitter herbal tonic that stimulates affects the digestive system, the liver, and the glucose regulation. The uniqueness of Gymnema Sylvestre lies in its ability to temporarily block the perception of the sweet taste, reduce glucose absorption in the intestines, and influence enzymes involved in carbohydrate metabolism. In the short, this means that is one of the best plants in the whole world that is perfect for insulin problems, especially if you have diabetes, if you have problem with your weight. You really need to take it into consideration. Your insulin must go down, especially before the sleep. I'm going to recommend you how you make Gymnema Sylvestre tea. You're going to drink 1 cup of this tea just maybe 2 hours before the sleep. How to prepare Gymnema Sylvestre tea? For tea preparation, dry Gymnema Sylvestre leaves are used, not the root or stem. The leaves should be dark green or olive colored, free of mold, mildly bitter in taste. It is advisable to use plant material for verified origin, free from pesticide and heavy metals, as this plant directly affects metabolism. Basic tea recipe: 1 tablespoon of dry Gymnema Sylvestre leaves, 250 milliliters of hot water, not boiling. Pour hot water over the leaves and cover. The tea should be steeped for 10 to 15 minutes so that active compounds are gradually released without degradation. After that, stir in the tea. The taste of the tea is natural bitter, which is expected and part of the function. Adding sugar, honey, or sweeteners is not recommended, as this defeats the purpose. If the taste is particularly unpleasant, a few drops of lemon may be added in moderation. And I'm going to recommend you drink this tea 3 to 6 weeks in a row. Then you must take 3 to 6 weeks rest period. 2 hours before the sleep, 1 cup of Gymnema Sylvestre tea. And my second part of the protocol is going to be how lower your cortisol level just before the sleep. One of the easiest ways is going to be use magnesium glycinate in the powder or capsules form. You take magnesium glycinate just 1 hour before the sleep. Did you understand, my dear viewers? Gymnema Sylvestre. Magnesium is perfect for your lower your cortisol, your stress level in a perfect way. Of course, you need exercise regularly, and you try practicing something called intermittent fasting, and you have perfect protocol for the weight loss. Intermittent fasting, regular exercise, Gymnema Sylvestre tea, and the magnesium. Thank you for following, my dear viewers. See you in the next video. Bye bye.